Hello everyone there. Hope everyone are doing great. Myself, Archana M. of Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, pursuing my graduation in 6th sem of EC domain. Today, let us study about the embedded system and introduction to embedded system. So now, let's look after what is an embedded system. An embedded system is a computer system which is a combination of a computer processor, computer memory, and input-output peripheral devices that has a dedication function within a large mechanical or electronic system. So what is the function of an embedded system? An embedded system computer functions as a part of a larger device or a system rather than being used as a stand-alone computer. Typically, an embedded computer performs a highly specific function. Applications for embedded PCs ranges from industrial automation and in-vehicle computing to digital signation, robotics, and more. Before going to study the contents of an embedded system, which we are going to study in today's session, let me give few examples of embedded system in today's scenario. So, the embedded system are used in a wide range of technologies across an array of industries. Some examples include automobiles, mobile phones, industrial machines, medical equipments. So, in today's session, we are going to study the contents as given follows: the RISC, CISC, advantages and disadvantages of RISC and CISC, and also the difference between the RISC and CISC. What is RISC? A RISC is reduced instruction set computer. So it is a microprocessor that is designed to perform a smaller number of computer instruction types so it can operate at high speed performing maps. It is uses less hardware or logic and the system can operate at higher speeds. And also it is the most widely used RISC microprocessor are the ARM CPUs found in every smartphone and countless electronic devices. The architecture of an RISC is given in the picture, where the block diagram contains hardwired control unit, data path, instruction cache, data cache, main memory. So here the main memory is interacting with the other four blocks, which are like hardwired control unit, data path, instruction cache, data cache. So the instruction cache and data cache, which is been directly connected to the main memory, and these two cache memories are being connected to the hardwired control unit and data path, and there is a connection between hardwired control unit and data path also. Advantages and disadvantages of RISC. So let's look after few disadvantages and advantages of RISC. So the advantages of RISC are: RISC instructions are simple and can be hardwired, reduced complexity of control unit, shorter design cycle, compilers produce more efficient codes, the loading and decoding of instructions in RISC processor is simple and fast, and also it has less number of instruction, execution is faster since it has separate unit for memory, disk space can be saved. And there are few disadvantages of RISC, and they are: it has code equality and code size, and which also includes designing compiler using RISC is complicated. It involves more hardware. So these are the few advantages and disadvantages of RISC. What is CISC? CISC, which is abbreviated as, it is a complex instruction set computer. A computer in which individual instruction may perform many operations and take many cycles to execute. Less instruction is needed to write an application. It provides easier programming in assembly level language, support for complex data structure, and easy compilation of high level languages. So the architecture of CISC is given as follows. Here the main memory is been directly connected to the cache memory, and the cache memory is already connected to instruction and data path. In turn, the instruction and data path is also already connected to control unit, and in turn control unit is been connected to control memory. So this is the simple architecture of an CISC. So the advantages and disadvantages of CISC are: the advantage of CISC is CISC has varying lengths to reduce wasted space in memory, has developed a process to manage power which adjusts clock speed and voltage, uses less instruction to perform similar instruction than RISC, provides programmers with assembly instruction to do a lot with smaller programs. Microprogramming is easy assembly language to implement and less expensive than hardwiring and control unit. And the disadvantages of CISC is CISC chips are relatively slow, that is been which has been compared to RISC chips as per instruction. CISC chips require many more transistors than comparable RISC designs, harder to pipeline using CISC architecture, expensive to produce, and also the main disadvantage of CISC is the performance of the machine slows down due to the amount of clock time taken by different instruction will be dissimilar. Finally, the advantages and disadvantages is being studied between the RISC and CISC. Now let us study the difference between the CISC and RISC. So under RISC is a reduced instruction set. The number of instruction set is less as compared to CISC. The addressing modes are less, and also it works in a fixed instruction format. The RISC consumes lower power, and the RISC processor are highly pipelined. Under CISC is a complex instruction set. The number of instruction is more as compared to RISC. The addressing modes are more. The works in a variable instruction format. The CISC consumes high power, and the CISC processor are less pipelined. Thank you.